Hi, this is Teddy Burriss, your LinkedIn and Sales Navigator strategist. And I was asked this question this morning: how do you create a company page on LinkedIn? I've been wanting to create this video for some time. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to give you lots of insights on how to create your own company page. But before I do, hit that subscribe button because I create these videos specifically for you. So it's right here. If you want to create a LinkedIn company page anywhere from LinkedIn, go to the work button, click on the work button, and then at the very bottom, create a company page. Now, these are the steps you have to go through to create a company page. First of all, you got to decide, is it a company? Is a showcase page, which is an associated page with existing company page, and then, or is it an educational institution? So I'm going to create a company page just to show you from here. Now you got to give it a name. The name of your company page, typically the name that you're going to use should align very clearly to the name of your company. Now I'm going to create one for Teddy Burriss Incorporated. Now this is fairly new over the last probably 6 or 8 months, and that is you get to now clearly define your LinkedIn company page URL. I don't want Teddy-Burriss-Inc. That's not what I want. I'm going to do TL Burriss. That's what I'm going to use for my company page URL. So now people can get to my company page by going to linkedin.com/company/TL Burriss. Now, website. Begin with, what's your website URL? Well, my website URL is www.tlburriss.com. It's my website URL exists in this instance. By the way, that actually does exist as well. Now you got to give it your details. What industry are you in? So you got to select an industry. Now it's a drop-down list, so you got to start typing, and you can find whatever you're looking for. The list right now is not quite as extensive as we'd like it to be, but there are conversations going on that industry list is going to grow significantly to match with other industry lists that are out there. Now you got to pick your company size, whatever the size your company is, and be totally honest and transparent with this. Company type. What company type is it? Public company, privately held, partnership, self-employed, whatever is the most relevant and appropriate. Mine's incorporated, so it's a public company. Not publicly traded, but it is a public company. Now you need a logo. Your logo needs to be 300 by 300. Real interesting. They want a square logo, yet the box is rectangular. So I need a square logo that needs to be roughly 300 by 300. So I'm going to go get that logo. I'm going to use this one for the sake of using something because it is square. It's 500 by 500. So I'm going to use that. Now, my tagline. What is the tagline of my company? It all starts a conversation. We help you start or participate in relevant conversations. Period there. I verify. Now you must verify that you're an authorized representative of the company in order to create this page. And now I can hit create. This is the very basic steps to get started. And that is to give your company page a name, give it a LinkedIn profile URL, point it to the web address if you have a web address, give it select the industry, the company size, the company type, put a logo there for a company logo, and then give it your tagline. Verify that you have the right to do this, and then you can create the page. And my company page is, according to the LinkedIn measurement, is halfway complete. Now, there's a couple of the things you're going to want to do before you start using this company page. If you follow the prompts, the next prompt you're going to want to do is add a description. And description, and it brings up the edit box. Tell us more about what we do. Now I'm going to stop right now with these 2 sentences, but you got 2,000 characters you can put in your description box. Now, what I recommend you do in your description box is speak very clearly to your target audience, telling them what you do to create value for them. Speak to your target audience with the words that resonate with them, explaining again what you do to help them. Now, I have my website URL. There's my industry, company size, company type. I can put a phone number. the year it was founded. Now I can add specialties. These are keywords and phrases that helps LinkedIn align your company page of other company pages so that when people search for these specialties, you come up. And I can have 20 specialties, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to stop right there with 7, and I'm going to hit save. Now I can stay right here if I want to, and I can go down to workplace, and I can make a decision as to turn on workplace module so I can tell the viewer whether or not we're on 100% on site, hybrid, or remote workforce. Then I can go to locations. Is there an office location? Are there warehouse locations? Are there, secondary or sub locations? You can list all of those, and they can show up on a map on your company page. I'll put my location in here. And if I had more locations, again, I could list them. Now, if I'm using, if there's community hashtags, what are hashtags that are relevant to our business? I could add hashtag. You have up to 3. Save that. Featured groups. Are there any groups that I'm relevant to that are relevant to the company page? I can add those as well. I can manage languages if I had multiple languages as well. And if I was using a lead gen form, I could turn that on and populate that. This is the basics. I can hit X now. And I can hit no thanks. I don't want to publish this. And I can refresh this. And the only big things I have left now is I can add a custom button. So let's hit that. Visit the website. This is the website. I can turn the custom button on, and then I can hit X because I've got that already there. I'm not sure why it's saying that. And then the last big thing I have to do to get my company page created is to create my first company page post. And once you've created your first company page post, I can hit save. Now, LinkedIn says your page is now built for success. Now, what does success mean? There are 2 things that are critical if you're going to use a company page. And I'm not showing you all the things that you need to do to use a company page, but the things you need to do. 2, number 1, you have to create and share content that is highly relevant and useful to your target audience. And this is not always about your company. And the second thing you have to do is you have to generate followers. You have to build followers, and you build followers in 2 ways. Number 1, by creating content and sharing that company content through your personal profile. Number 2, by inviting your personal followers, your LinkedIn followers, to go view your company page and consider following your company page with content and followers. Specifically, content that's highly relevant and useful to your target audience, your following will grow and your opportunities to grow business will also increase. You're also going to want to add a cover image. 1128 by 191 is what they recommend. So I would get a somewhat interesting, unique, maybe branded cover image as well. And then you can continue on with sharing content, adding your company page to your personal profile once it becomes accessible through the LinkedIn system, which might take a couple days, and then inviting people to follow your company page as you continuously, on a regular basis, share content through your company page that's important and useful to your target audience. I'm Teddy Burriss, your LinkedIn and Sales Navigator strategist, trainer, and coach. I hope this quick little intro to creating a company page is useful for you.